Hey guys, today I'm going to be making cinnamon rolls. And to begin with, what I'm going to do is I am going to be putting 1.5 cups of warm water. We're going to do this first, and then we'll let it sit. Okay, then it's 1.5 cups of water, 2.25 teaspoons of yeast, and 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. And we're going to stir this about. Stir it up quite well. We're going to let this sit for about 5 minutes. It's good and mixed up. And I will be back with the rest of this just in a moment. Okay, guys, I have got my yeast and water and sugar, and I'm going to pour it right into my bread machine. Now, all I'm going to be doing is using my bread machine to knead it. I don't do that by hand. So we're going to do it like that. It's just so much easier. So then after I've got this in here, so now I'm going to put my 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And 1 beaten egg. I don't think y'all can see that. I'm going to pull it a little bit closer. Okay, and now I'm going to put 5 cups of all-purpose flour or bread flour, either one. I'm trying not to make a mess. Okay. That's all in. So on top of that, I'm going to do the 1/3 cup of sugar, the 1/8 cup of powdered milk, and that this recipe calls for powdered milk, not regular milk. We're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and I use pink Himalayan salt that I get. I believe I got this at Big Lots, I believe. Let's see, and I also need 2 tablespoons of shortening. Let me get that because I almost forgot. Okay. Okay. I'm going to close my bread machine, and I'm going to let this knead for 5 minutes. Well, if I can remember how to turn it on. Okay. It is on, and it's going to take it a minute. So I will bring you back after it kneads, and we'll go from there. Guess what, guys? My bread machine has decided not to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back into this bowl, and I'm going to knead it myself. So let me get my apron on. And let's try to do this. It's been a long time since I've kneaded any bread. Okay. I hope that really doesn't bother this recipe, but we shall see. I'm in need of another bread machine, I suppose. We're just going to need this for like 5 minutes. And I'm going to actually start a timer. I had set, because there's not one on my bread machine. And we're just mixing it up. Like I said, I haven't done this in a very long time, so you just bear with me. A little bit of flour to put down. This is going to like firm up a little bit. If I can get it to where it'll make just a little ball. Kind of keep it from sticking to my fingers so bad. If I knew I was going to have to do this, I would have actually put it in a different bowl. This one's about too big for me to handle. It really irritates me, my bread machine. That's been a good one, though. I've had it for several years now, and believe it or not, my first one that I had gotten, I got it for Christmas one year from somebody, and that one tore up, and I actually found this one at Goodwill, and it still worked, and I loved it. So, who knows, I might go buy a new one, or I may go see what I can find at Goodwill. And after I get this kneaded for 5 minutes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it in this bowl, and I'm going to let it rise for about an hour. I'm going to put a cheesecloth or a tea towel. I'm going to put something over it and let it rise for an hour. And we just keep kneading this, and it actually is working out pretty good. It's doing like it's supposed to. seconds left, and it's coming along really good. Okay, that is kneaded pretty well. It's a ball in the middle of my bowl, and I'm going to do this. All I'm going to do is put this cloth over it and leave it for an hour, and then I will be right back. Okay, guys, it's been actually over an hour. Not so long for you guys, but I've preheated the oven to 350, and this is my dough. See how big? Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put out flour. I'm gonna lay that on there. Let's see if I can. And we're just going to knead it a little bit. Before I do that, let me get my rolling pin. Okay, let me get a little bit more flour. And I'm going to press it out a little bit. And what I'm going to do is get my rolling pin. And I'm going to roll this into kind of like a rectangle. The best I can do into a rectangle. Okay. Then I'm going to take butter, and I let it sit out for a while to get real soft. And I'm going to take butter, and I'm going to spread this all over the top of this. Well, it's not going to spread easily. And I just use as much as needed. I mean, it's butter. It's good. Good for you. Okay. Let's get some in the middle. Okay, guys. Then I'm just going to take cinnamon sugar. Let's do it like this. And sprinkle it all over the top. And Larry told me last time I made this that it needed more cinnamon and sugar. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it on very heavily. Okay. And then I'm going to take brown sugar. And I'm going to just spread that evenly. Okay. And I've got a greased baking sheet. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll this up. And you actually can kind of pull this and make it a little bit longer. And you've got a nice log, really, that's what I call it. And I'm going to take this, and let's see if I can get it. Let's put that in. And I'm going to cut it about 1 inch. Apart. And this is what that comes out to be. Guys, these look really good. Okay. Oh, these really look good. All right. Now we sit them here and put a cloth over them for another 15 minutes. And while they are doing that, resting for a minute, I'm going to try to clean up a little bit, and we will be right back. Okay, guys, I let them rise for about 15-20 minutes, and now I have got them in the oven. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the topping. So here we go. I've got 2 cups of powdered sugar. I've got 2 tablespoons of butter. Actually, I think I'm going to get a little bit more. It's better with butter. And then a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. I'm going to get my handy dandy mixer. Get it plugged in here. I'm going to put just a drop. A little bit of milk. And that's how it's supposed to be. So these will be out in just a few minutes, and I will bring you guys back and you get to see the finished product. Okay guys, they're done. Look. Ooh, they're beautiful. All right, we got the icing made, and we're just going to drizzle it all on the top. Okay, guys. Last look. They look and smell delicious. I wish you could smell it. Alright, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe. And you can hit the notification bell and also like it. And you can donate to the coffee club if you would like. In any event, I really appreciate you being with me today, and I will see you soon.